Turning now to the state of California, and this story is a prime example of government suffocation totally out of control yet again. A new bill would require that all domestic workers, that means babysitters, nannies, housekeepers, caretakers, etc., receive mandatory breaks, minimum wage, overtime, and if you are live-in help, 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Andrea, who gets uninterrupted sleep for 8 hours? Nobody, but California.
I do.
Well, lucky
Sometimes
girl.
10.
Lucky girl.
I need my sleep.
You've got this
but I'm
Democrat
not raising
now.
a baby.
Well, that's true. You've got this Democrat in California now in the Assembly who wants to make this law that if you have any in-home help, you're going to have all of these. In fact, let's put it up. There's more to this. 10-minute breaks for every 2 hours worked. You got 30-minute meal breaks for every 5 hours on the job.
Okay.
This is like taking nannies and making it into a union road crew.
I totally agree. They tried to do this kind of thing in New York as well. How are you supposed to, if you're working and you have a nanny, come home from your job to let your nanny have 10-minute breaks? I mean, that just defeats the entire purpose. And if they continue this stuff, hang on, Bob, if they continue this stuff, it's going to drive the entire industry underground. People are going to be hiring illegals, or eventually they're just going to say, you know what, I'm going to quit my job. Honey, you go work. I'll go home. We're not going to buy that new car we wanted to buy. We're not going to buy that new house. We're not going to take that vacation.
You know, if you when you come back from work, you consider this work compared to what nannies do. Nannies work a lot harder than most everybody I know that has a nanny. And by the way, having food every 5 hours, there's an idea. You want to starve them otherwise? And the idea that they should get minimum wage, they should have every right that any other worker has. I don't think that's enough rights. I think they get a bit more than minimum wage. Nannies are the hardest working people at home health care.
So now, you know, you can't leave a kid. Nanny after 2 hours has to get a 10-minute break, so you're suggesting hire a second nanny?
No, here's an idea. How about parenting and studying 10 minutes with your kid?
Oh, that's not what this is. This is hiring a nanny. By the way, most of them are paid well above the minimum wage. And what's next? I mean, we're going to have to provide health care for nannies.
This is government intrusion out of control. Bob, would you suggest some of this new stimulus money Obama's going to propose tonight to go to nannies?
I think we ought to pay health care for every home worker, every one of them.
All right, let's switch gears because we have another crazy California story for us. And, Greg, I'm coming to you on this, on the crazy California story. So in San Francisco, there is obviously a Democrat town supervisor, and his name is very relevant. His name is Scott Wiener. And he has decided that he wants to require this hardcore group of nudists known as the Naked Guys, very original, to have to put down a towel or a blanket or a T-shirt or something underneath their bum anytime they sit down. Now, but keep in mind, this group of nudists walks around every day around the streets of the Castro district of San Francisco. And this guy, Scott Wiener, says his concern is for public health and sanitation, not the appropriateness of public nudity. What's wrong with this picture, Greg?
Well, this is an injustice against nude men everywhere. I mean, why should they fight with the burden of a towel? They should be allowed to travel the streets of the Castro district naked as the day they were born. I'm not going to go any further.
So is this new?
Yeah, and all you dog people don't make your dogs have to put down. I mean, they walk around naked.
It's amazing. This is the, by the way, this is the end of civilization. You have a city in which men have no limits and no scruples.
Hey, Greg,
inevitably, they are naked walking around.
I got to say one thing to you. Anybody who's around me who's nude, I expect them to be sanitary.
Well, why is it, Bob? Why is it, Bob, that only naked people are unattractive? Good-looking people aren't naked.
I wish you'd been at my hotel last night.
Oh, my God.
There's no such thing as attractive nudists. They're all homely old people.
Greg, do you just not like this law because it's the same type of law that Fox News tried to put on the red eye guys?
It's true.
The naked guys?
I wear shorty robe now.
Eric, let me ask you because you're sitting on a tushy. You're sitting on a tushy
I thought I was skating right under the radar on this segment.
Let me ask you. This nudist, Eric Anderson, is quoted in this piece, and he said, quote, "To force their conservative views on me isn't fair." He said, sitting on a metal chair, eating a sandwich, and reading a book.
Conservative views.
You got to see this guy.
A towel down before you see your naked ass on a bench. I don't think that's good.
And he's hideous.
That's probably bipartisan.
It's a total right-wing plot.
It is a right-wing
plot, and you guys, you know, if you would just get out of our rights to be liberals and do what we want to do, when we want to do it, and if they want to walk around nude, let them walk around nude.
Bob, would you stand behind him in the salad bar,
You can say
Bob?
government ought to get out of our way.
Bob, would you stand behind him in the salad bar?
No, I wouldn't. I'd stand far away behind him, but I wouldn't stand behind him right when in a salad bar.
Really?
Okay,
yeah, because I can smell one a mile away.
This whole segment has been so gross, so we're getting out of it. This is a question I really don't want to have to ask, but here goes. Would you eat shreddy balls?
Oh, and that was better.
A bowl of shreddy balls. We're going to try to get someone at this table to say so. Well, I think I just did. Coming up next on The Five.
I got no problem.